Y'all should be able to hear me pretty well. Peace. Islam. Hope the family is doing well. Now, I ain't gonna be too long. But I do want to make sure I can be heard. So just let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. Islam. So this is a public reminder to my fellow Moors, right? Who are we? We've forgotten a very, very important thing to who we are as people. And I think we've forgotten the fact that there is a great work. There's a great missionary work that has been left for us to accomplish and to do. And the only way to do that is to be in our proper person, in our proper status, so that way we can be in a position to help uplift fallen humanity. But you can't do that when you're still someone else's property. Right? You can't help someone be free if you yourself are not free. If you yourself are still a slave, you're still being under those same treatments. You know what I'm saying? The prophet said that help him in his great missionary work. That lets you know that the work he was doing was mission. It was dealing with missionaries. Missionaries. Now I know the whole concept of, well, the Europeans sent missionaries over here to indoctrinate us with Christendom. And that is a fact, because that is what their mission was. A missionary doesn't mean that that person's Christian and they come in and teach you the Bible. That's not what a missionary is. A missionary is just someone who has an obligation, a mission to fulfill. Now, whatever organization or society they're a part of will dictate what the mission is, right? The agenda of the mission, depending on the type of people. Depending on the type of people that you are intertwining yourself with. But we can never lose point of the fact, okay? Yes, we are Moorish Americans. We are Moors. We are the national people of the land. But you cannot forget the most important factor of that. And this factor is what connects us to the Moorish Science Temple of America, the religious corporation. Because we are consecrated missionaries. Okay? We all felt a resonance in our heart to say, this is what I feel I need to be doing. No one forced you. No one said, go do this. Go uplift fallen humanity now. No one forced any of us to do this. This is of our own free will, of our own right. Sui juris. Okay? So that means it's coming straight from Allah. It's coming straight from the Creator. It's coming straight from Allah. You see what I'm saying? We are missionaries. We have a mission. Our mission is much bigger than traveling. Our mission is much bigger than how to stick it to them in court. That's not our mission. Our mission is to save ourselves. And in saving ourselves, we will save the nation. Because we are the nation. The nation, we are a part and parcel of the nation. You don't have a nation without people. You don't have a nation without people, y'all. Oh no, I need to be heading south. Tripping. Yeah, you know what I mean? You don't have a nation without people. Okay? So if you don't have any people, you don't have no nation. You don't have no sovereign or divine right to anything. And just so people are not confused, sovereignty does not come from an individual. All right? There is no such thing as sovereign citizen or sovereign individual in a law dictionary. What you will find is sovereign people, though. A group of people who, when they are unified together like Voltron, then they have the power to do something. But other than that, Anything outside of that, you're not talking about sovereign anything. It's all colorable, okay? It's all colorable. So we are missionaries, y'all. And I think that's what a lot of the message, you know, that particular part of the message hasn't been resonated fiercely enough to where, you know, the reminder hasn't been set to like, yo, yeah, I'm a Moorish American. Yeah, I'm indigenous. Yeah, I got nationality and birthrights. But I can't forget the fact that my freedom comes from the fact of my being responsible. I can't be free if I'm not willing to be accountable for my actions. And that goes for me and any other Moor. I can't be free if I choose to not be responsible. So therefore, I have to be competent if I really am talking about freedom. True freedom. True freedom. The freedom to think. The freedom to just have an idea and just push it out and just see what happens. Without the whole filter of, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? Fuck it, let's just see. We can talk about what ifs all day, but let's see so we can know. All right? We are missionaries. And we're doing the great work of uplifting fallen humanity. Okay? So that great work involves helping to build a people's literature, re-educating them. You know what I'm saying? Re-educating, getting the mindset to be able to say, yo, I have this thought, I'm going to follow through with it. Yo, but did you go consult? No, I'm just going to go through with it and see what happens. Of course, if it's something that's risky, you know what I mean, or like endangering, you definitely should consult your family members. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about uplifting fallen human and real people who are really about. Back to what I was saying. Can't forget the fact that we're missionaries, okay? We have a job to do. Now, us being able to enjoy those immunities and protections and covenants that were left behind by our ancestors, those are all the positives that come with fulfilling our obligations as the ascendants of those people who laid down those treaties in the name of us. So there's a whole lot more to being a Moor than meets the eye. Okay? There's a certain way you gotta look at yourself. You gotta acknowledge yourself, both in the private and in the public. All right? But especially in the public, you got to realize and acknowledge yourself as a high priest. Especially if you study to show yourself approved. That's why the prophet said, study, study, study. He didn't say study, study, study to show the Grand Sheik approved. He didn't say study, study, study to show the prophet approved. He said study, study, study to show your damn self approved. So you need your own approval. Not that you need someone else's approval. You need your own approval from yourself, internally, from your higher self. How do you get that? Simple. Like the prophet said, study, study, study. And upon studying, you will learn of these ancient customary laws that have been in place since time immemorial, that all these so-called corporate states, everything they have, they've literally built it on the foundation of what our ancestors left, and they just gave it another name. Okay? So nothing has been created from scratch. They've just taken from the wheel, which has been invented. So having the mindset of knowing who you are and knowing the position you play in your government, you are a missionary in your government. You are a missionary in your government. This is why the prophet said we are a part and parcel, not a part and partial, a part and parcel. Parcel has to do with land, y'all. You know why? Because we're walking, talking land. This is the temple where my particular God dwells within, right? The name of my God is Ku'un. So, you need to comprehend really what's being said. This is the day and age where we all got to be our own high priest. It's not the time to be looking for someone else to put you somewhere that you can't put yourself. If you can't make yourself free, no one's going to be able to do that for you. So the same way only you can make yourself free, there is no one in the world who can put a mission in your heart that make you want to fulfill it. No other being can do that except for Allah. And where does Allah live? In your heart. And trust me, there's plenty of Allah to go around. All right? Allah lives in my heart, your heart, the next person's heart, the next person's heart. So Allah got plenty of love to give. We just got to take it and use it for ourselves. Okay? It is an obligation. It's our duty and obligation as missionaries to promote and push forward the mission, right, that the prophet left behind, which is to uplift fallen humanity. You can't make a mission much more simpler than that, man. You really can't. You really can't. That's about as far as it goes. And family, that being said, just reached the domicile, so I'm about to head and chill with the family, enjoy some smoothies. Hey man, everyone see these smoothies. Only do vegan protein. Don't do regular protein. Regular protein has animal products in there. Vegan protein only. Matter of fact, you should have vegan protein in your own house, so when you're not always buying smoothies, you can make your own smoothies. All right. Well, fam, on that note, I'm going to leave you with that. Love y'all. Islam. Remember, don't forget the fact, we are missionaries. Really contemplate on what that means. What that means, how important that is to a nation. Imagine having a nation or organization without any missionaries. Someone who's going to get the mission accomplished. Someone who even has an idea to have a mission. All right? Because anyone can have a mission. I can have a mission. I'm going to go rape. I'm going to go rob. And I'm going to go pillage you. Take everything you own. That could be my mission. But no, I choose a different path. I choose to take a mission that will bring more positivity. You see what I'm saying? That's where the power is. In having your protections as a Moorish American in your proper person, on your own land, uplifting falling humanity as the prophet suggested we should do. It was a great idea if you ask me. But on that note, fam, I'm going to leave y'all with that. I'll probably be back on later when we're doing our study group. So just leave you with that, man. We are missionaries. We need to hold ourselves to a higher standard. All right? Peace, family. Love y'all. Islam.